All right, class, this is a quiz prep right here. We have a big quiz on Friday, and this part of the quiz, we're going to talk about all factoring here, all factoring. So I've got a list of problems here. We're going to go through each one. Hopefully, we're not going to go too long. This video might be a little lengthy, but I'm going to try to go as fast as I can with this. For these first two problems, these problems right here, if we're trying to factor these two problems, you need to find the solutions first, and then you find the factors. So in order to do that, all you have to do is put it into PolySolve. So I'm going to show you how to use PolySolve in order to factor here. So you go to second and then PolySolve. You go to the first option and you put in your A, B, and C. Your A here is 5, your B here is 49, and your C here is -10. You press enter twice and it tells you x equals 1 over 5 and x equals -10. So x equals -10. Now what we do here is we have our solutions. Now we have to turn these into factors, and what that looks like is you have to have parentheses. Remember, factors have parentheses. This is the easier one, so again that's -10, so we write it in factor form. We just take the opposite, x plus 10. Notice the opposite going on there. With fractions, we've talked about this in class. If you have a fraction, you move that bottom number to the front. So what I mean by that is that 5 will move to the front and become 5x, and then the 1 just comes down. Now that's a positive, so our answer is going to be negative. So it would be 5x minus 1, x plus 10. These are our factors. So you got to keep that in mind. This is what we're looking for, our factors. All we did was put in PolySolve, and then we changed, we did Apotaco here in order to get to factor form. I'm just going to do one more here for this video, and then I'll jump into the next one on the next video. So here, again, same idea. I'm going to clear the memory, and then I'm going to plug these in exactly the way it says. So I'm going to second PolySolve, press enter on the first option. My A here is 3, my B here is 13, and my C is -10. And I press solve, and I get x equals 2 over 3. And I go down, I get x equals -5. So I'm going to go and write that down. X equals -5. Again, those are solutions, but we're looking for factors. So we're going to draw our parentheses here. Again, you can deal with either one you want to first, but this I'm going to deal with this one first because it's the easiest. This is -5, so when I write it, it's going to be the opposite, which would be x plus 5. And then here we have 2 over 3. That 3, remember, fraction moves to the front, so that'd be 3x, and then I bring the 2 down, and that was a positive 2 over 3, so this is going to be a minus. So it's 3x minus 2, x plus 5. Again, these are factors. This is a factor, this is a factor. If you go back to the previous question, this is a factor, this is a factor. So keep that in mind as you're looking at these, and know the difference between factors and the solutions. Huge difference between the two, and you need to know them.